I don't know why this keeps happening. The spirit that hurt me as a child. I'm a victim of child abuse. I survived as scars, lumbricoids. I don't know why. Again, this must be about. My image has been utilized without my permission, I guess, to falsely advertise that I am at whatever place prostituting myself in this California region. Those are lies. I am not a prostitute in California. I am never at any location there as a prostitute. If you have received some information from I don't know who telling you that I am there prostituting, you were there expecting prostitution. It's not me. I did not make that plan. I did not make that arrangement. I have a clay statement since 1999, since 1998, where I have made a commitment to myself not to bind myself in the jail system. How? Very simple. It's very simple. Respect. So I know I was jailed because they thought that I disrespected by saying that from the way they were presenting society to me at the time, I believed abortion to have been the solution. Well, the solution would have been to pay to get rid of Joel Reese, Sol Reese, instead of the 2 abortions on record. On record, I have 2 abortions. So somebody paid for that. I don't know if this is the second time I'm bringing this up. And I told the group, maybe the mental health group or NAMI, I maybe got to get a abortion support group. Well, I'm not doing very good because if I'm searching for a group, abortion group. I couldn't find one. And then I got to save the battery on the cell phone. Actually, I don't know. I keep thinking that I'm going to be okay, but the more I am pressured from false advertisement, I'm reminded the reason that I'm falsely advertised is that I haven't really had a family. I'm a survivor of child abuse. They deprived me of a real ID. So I'm in this region and now under, false pretense, receiving attention from the crowd that I myself did not elicit, because I am someone that for that behavior, I knew since I am a 14-year-old that my body must reside elsewhere. So, what instances there were of me going with the wrong guy because he's cool looking, and they were doing terror in my brain because they were angry because I had thought back to them what thoughts they had thought into me that they had already, deemed punishable by thinking. And so I'm just following thought, and I get into solitude, and I get into explaining to myself, plus requesting on other listeners to stop hurting me, because I'm hurt physically, I'm hurt emotionally in my heart, I'm hurt not to be able to have a normal family life due to not only my brain being different physically from the rest of the world, but from the disease that the rest of the world inflicted upon me as a child since before I was born, deciding that I'm someone that is easily objectified. vulnerable to psychiatric influence, subject to mind control tactics. I asked the NAMI group, should I talk to a psychic about trying to locate the other non-mind readers in the world, if there are any. If I find them, maybe that might be a way for me to integrate, to become a member of a, I don't know, a different, like relocate me, like physically relocate me. I have thought to be relocated with my son when he became 18 years old. That was my plan when the dad threatened me with custody fighting. I said, I want to be here. I don't want to get deported, because when I turned 21 years old, they were, I was no longer with the permit. They said they had a permit for me to be here legally because they falsely adopted me as daughter. Well, I did not want to be falsely adopted as daughter. I wanted to leave. The authorities did not let me. They said until you're 18, because they didn't care. They were validating the false birth record. Since back then they should have arrested them. So that scared me that they didn't arrest them. And I was tolerating. I was like, okay, when I'm 18, I'll leave. And no, I tried to get in trouble before being 18 so that I could leave, because, well, if I'm getting in trouble, you're supposed to make me leave. Well, they didn't. Instead, they impregnated me. And then I didn't want to be deported. Why? Because now I love someone here permanently, who is claimed by the state. You know how you guys all claim yourselves, like, oh, we're all state bodies and we all write on the laws what to do, and then we play games about the law, and then we take turns putting ourselves in the jail and all that mess. I didn't like that. I did not want to be a member of a society that takes turns going in and out of jail, or that even has the concept of a jail. Like, why should there be a concept of depriving oneself of one's liberty to roam the earth? The earth is all our home. The entire globe is our home. Why on earth would I give up my liberty to love the earth, physically put myself everywhere on the planet that I might persuade somebody else to transport me to? I'd have to get deals to get on boats, on airplanes, on horses or camels or whatever. So that's what was in my heart. It's what is lacking in my brain. With your minds, you people can travel the world. With your minds, you can look at other places. With your minds, you can follow somebody all around the globe. I am missing that brain part. So I am born with the greatest desire in me, is to physically put myself in other places that my eyes might gaze upon them. As I cannot gaze through the eyes of others, I can't ever look through somebody else's eyes. So, yeah, they insist on the riches. They have someone from that direction. I don't know if the sound is being captured if I silent myself. Oh, I don't want to face that way, actually, because of the wind. Anyway, the point was that please stop being a victim of false advertisement. Please stop being a victim of false advertisement. My true character, ever since I'm a 14-year-old, had decided that if I were ever to do any behavior that has to do with soliciting intimate contact and as a trade, that I must first reside elsewhere. I would have presented clay evidence of that character if I had had my trial in 2013, my public trial. By receiving bad legal advice against the trial, others have been able to lie this much to I don't know how many people about why I am where I am. You know, false advertisement is what the reality is. I don't have any intimate contact for trade. I already explained the terror that happened many years ago. So if any recording you have of me having any intimate contact, that was all happening from coercion. Was happening from coercion, was happening from terror, was happening as an act of desperation because I am missing the brain cells that let me behave as a higher human being. That was 10 years ago. No, I don't say lesser human being as if the sex work is bad work. I say that as in I would not compromise my liberty, as I already explained. For that, I could do that anywhere else where my liberty is not compromised. If what I had to do for a living was trade intimate favors, I could do that elsewhere. I could do that with people that I myself choose, not with a bad, cute guy that puts himself there, or with somebody very repulsive that from fear I gotta at least attempt with the very best within me, attempt to do that with someone that is disgusting. I've already done that. Threw up is it's no good. So, but because I guess people succeeded in manipulating me that much 10 years ago, 15 years ago, a few times, somehow, I don't know, I guess those contacts still follow me, those videos still follow me. Somehow they make believe maybe the video is not 10 years old or 15 years old, where they're trying to falsely advertise me. So now the app has become available for me to say what has gone on with me economically, hoping for better negotiations than what there have been in the past, you know, through friendly talking with lawyers, friendly talking with people who are responsible in society. There isn't any other way for me to exist except through friendly mutual communication. That's why no matter the offense, even if, you know, I was already born in terrible situations, my earliest memories are a terror dream.